everyone, and welcome back to Lavelia's Coloring. On this video, I'll be coloring the hair from this Easter page from Hannah Lynn's Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girl, Mermaids and More to Color. It's the pocket-sized coloring book. And on my previous videos, I did do the skin tone, and I also did a video for how I colored the eyes. So now I'm going to be showing one where I'm going to be coloring her hair. The markers that we're going to use as a base is the Crayola Super Tips. And in my color chart here, the color we're going to use is number 76. And I chose this one because as a base, it kind of looks kind of on the pinkish side. I don't know, that's how I see it. So we're going to be using number 76. And then for pencils on top, I'll be using also the Crayola Colored Pencils. And the colors we'll be using is Cocoa, Dark Chocolate, and Dark Brown. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with the Crayola Super Tip. Okay, so the Crayola Super Tip, just put this over here. It's a water-based marker, so it will leave streaks, but because Hannah Lynn's the lines for the hair here is really small, I don't have to worry about any streaks. If you're the kind of person that does, I know I do. I don't know, unless if I can cover it with pencils on top. So yeah, so that's why I always use like alcohol markers, like for the backgrounds and for wide areas of spaces. That's when I use alcohol markers. And then if I know I'm going to be like doing hair like this one, and it won't be so hard to cover the white areas, I would use the Crayola Super Tips. I was actually inspired to get these Crayola Super Tips by watching Kate from Kate's Coloring Heaven. And yeah, I've been watching her channel since last year, and I just love the way she colors with these, and then her style of just the little details that she adds, like with gel pens and either like the white Posca. Yeah, it's just, I love her work. I know I'm trying to be careful, but I keep forgetting that I will be coloring on top of it, so. And when you use these markers, before you lay down the pencils, it's always best to wait to let it dry, just so you don't break the paper. Or, you know, because I'm using sharp pencils. I use the Derwent Superpoint, the manual one, and I like to use the sharp pencils because it lays down what I want for the hair, for the little strands. So, and I just think like with the Create Space paper, the sharp pencils really makes a difference compared to blunt pencils or blunt lead. So you can see like little streaks and there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because I know I'm going to be laying pencils on top. And the reason why I picked brown was it was a suggestion from one of my subscribers. She said chocolate brown. And it's going to be dark once I lay the pencils. This is just, I picked the lightest color of brown to lay as a base, and it will be my highlight. So I don't have to add any more light colors on it. There you go. So I hope you guys are having a great week. For the hashtag color your hoard challenge, Kailara did put up a video talking about it and sending down what to do for the challenge, so you should check out her video. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the descriptions if you want to go ahead and look at her video. And there you go. So we're done with the super tips. I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, and then I'll be back with the pencils. Okay, so the page is dry, and we're going to start at this end. I'm just going to do it like this, and I'll go ahead and zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. And just to let you know, there's going to be a lot of flicking. So we're going to start off with the cocoa. And I'm just going to start at the part that you can see right over here. Go ahead and move it down right there. And it starts off hard when I lay it down, and then flicks towards the middle of this part, that small section. And then go to the other end. This is just my way of coloring the hairs in Hannah Lynn. This is what I always do for all the images I color from Hannah Lynn. And oh, sorry, now I'm coming in with the dark chocolate. And kind of just doing the same in the same direction, just random. I'm really going towards the center, but flicking up so you're not going too close. I want to leave that little lightened area. And then the darkest is dark brown. And with the dark brown, I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just right close to where the ends of each of that little strand that sticks out. And I want to press hard so I can lay down the color. And that's why one of the reasons why I want a sharp end. It really helps with laying that color, and it looks like a strand. So I'm going to come back with the dark chocolate, and just kind of go across there. And then now I'm coming back with the cocoa, and just flick kind of across the middle, but make sure I leave enough highlight there. So I always start off hard and towards like that little curve, and then flick. There you go. So I'll go ahead and continue. Sorry, I have like allergies, so I might be sniffling here. I'm just gonna do a couple strands at a time, or else we'll be here for a little bit. And there you go. So that's cocoa. Now I'm coming in with dark chocolate. And this one I'm just going one way because it's so small. And you know how hair has different strands of color when it's in the in the sunlight. So just random flicks, but just following that curve of that strand of hair. Or is it a strand? Like a little bulk of hair. I keep doing that with my finger. I should do this. And then the dark brown. Just towards the ends of that little group. There. And just to add a little more, I'm just going to kind of cross towards the center a little bit, just like that, and that's it. Not too much. And then there, then come back with the cocoa. That was the dark chocolate that I just used. And then with the cocoa, again, like what I do with the dark chocolate, I'm just flicking towards the middle. Go. I might come back later on again with the dark brown just to darken it more. There. And you might be wondering why I do so many layers, but it's because for myself, just to be careful to not go, if I go so hard, it's hard to take away. So if I go little at a time, then there's less chance for me to feel like I messed up my page. So so this is dark chocolate, sorry. And yeah, so that's why I do layers. Is for me, if I build up the color rather than go in hard, I'm not that confident in my coloring to go in hard, and then, you know, no, I don't trust my pressures, and, you know, like kind of like Julie from Julie's Coloring for Passion. I love the way she colors, where she can just lay down a hard pressure and then she just lightens up, and it comes out awesome, beautiful, you know. And I can't do that. I tried. I followed one of her tutorials and I tried to do it myself. It was just not my way of coloring. So, but you know, at least I tried, you know, different ways, and this just happens to be my way, the easiest way, and the results I like. So that was dark chocolate, sorry. And then now cocoa, and I'm just gonna go over it again. There. Okay. Just want to darken this area here. I might come back with black just to add more. I feel like it might need to be a little bit darker. So I'm gonna come back in with the cocoa. With these curls, it's like knowing where the top point is, like where I put the highlight. that's where I think, like, you know, when something's curved, I want to keep that highlighted part in that area. So this one, I would make the shadows in the bottom a little bit longer and shorter on the top because the curls look like it's like right up here. But and that just adds to the effect that the hair is like curly. So, and then dark chocolate. Dark brown. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can explain about how I do hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward through it all, but you'll see how I go through the whole hair. Okay, so we're almost done here. I'm just gonna finish this last part up. It was a good thing that I'm putting music on top of some of my recordings because my kids came home during that time. I was trying to record and they were yelling up a storm in the house, and because my phone is on airplane mode, no one can call me because I'm using my phone to film. And yeah, so they're trying to get my attention so that they can let me know that they were gonna all go to a yogurt shop downtown, in our town. So yeah, it was yelling, like all four of them yelling nonstop until my husband or I showed up. And I put a note on my door saying that I'm recording, and I think my husband, he came home from work, but I think he was taking a nap before dinner, so that's probably why he didn't answer them. So I had to pause in my recording also to answer their bellowing. And yeah, so the weather's been good, so even though our weather is kind of like weird up here in the Pacific Northwest, it's sometimes it's raining, and then later in the day it's like windy and cloudy, and then all of a sudden the sun's out, and yeah, it's like we have to wear layers pretty much. So my youngest, my 3-year-old, who also went with his older siblings, my oldest is driving, so I made sure he's wearing lots of layers. So he has like a vest, one of those puffy vests, and then a sweater, long sleeve underneath that, and then is it a tank top underneath that? So if he gets hot, he can always take it off. He's wearing a hat just in case it rains, and we always have umbrellas in our cars, so each vehicle has umbrellas for those times when the rain unexpectedly comes. Yeah, and so the weird weather is really messing with my allergies, so I'm sorry again for sniffling. Okay, should I get these? So I get for trying to go fast, I'm missing like little spots here and there. Here. Every time I press down, I'm actually using hard pressure, but it's enough so I don't break the point. And to try to maintain a point, I'm always twisting my pencil too, so trying to find that sharp pointy end to make the strands. Okay. And then just one more with the cocoa, and then I think I'm good. And then I'm just going to add one more embellishment for the hair, and I'm going to be using Stickles. And I'm just going to make little strands with the Stickles in her hair. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Right there. And I know it looks, to me right now when I'm looking at my camera, it looks a little bit washed out, but my lamp is like really high, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. So this, I have sunlight coming in from my window, and then a little bit from my lamp. So this is how it would look like. It wouldn't be like this, like you can see the glare from on my pencil mark. So if I bring it down, is that it? Yeah, there you go. So that's how it looked like. And so I'm going to be using pink taffeta. I'm going to make sure it comes out. Okay, yeah, it pops out. Okay, move my stuff around, hitting it. Just gonna bring it up the light. There we go. So I just wanted to like make little strands with the Stickles, and I'm trying to decide where to. I think I'm gonna put one right. I wasn't sure, but I think I'll go ahead and do this right here. There. Look alright. I don't know if I don't want to put too much so it's like everywhere, but go here. I wanted to put something in here. So. And I think, shoot. Well, actually, I can just, like for the eyebrow part, or eyebrow, eyelash, it kind of hits right in there. But I'm just going to use like a pencil and scrape that part off. And then I want to do one on this side. Oh, I think I should do one more. Go here. And on this side. Just doing the same thing. Oh well, it's okay. Here. I feel like I should have put another one over here. I don't want to put too much. I think I'll just do one more right here. There you go. This one looks so odd. Maybe. Okay, so as you can see, I went over the eyelash. I'm just going to scrape some off. And I'm using just a regular pencil. This is what I used to. I think I was using a Posca or something. But just to scrape some of that off. I didn't realize it was going over till after. And oh my goodness, I just went over. There we go. I just went over the thing. And it's all over my glove. I'm gonna have to wash this again. I'm just gonna clean this up with my fingers. And goodness, I'm making a mess. Okay, hold on. There. I can just wipe that off. It's still kind of wet. Did I mess up anywhere else? That one looks okay. Just clean it. Okay. Whew. See, look what I did. Just clean this one up here because I rubbed off the stickle. And right here. Yes, always let it dry. so I think I fixed it okay. Just have the Q-tip here just to clean it up a little bit. Now it's just there, and I can always use a black pencil to fix up the eyebrows, and I'll probably do that right afterwards. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video of coloring our hair, adding a little bit of stickles, and kind of messing up by laying my hands on there. But, you know, it can dry, and I can always clean off some of the glitter that's around there. But it's no biggie. I'm still going to be continuing on with this page, and you'll probably see it on my Instagram and on my completed pages for April. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please take care and happy coloring. Bye-bye.